So, and welcome back to the Cymru Nerd Cave with me, Glenn, your host, I guess, whatever, innit? Weird stuff's still going on out there, so we're still locked down here. We're still locked down. The sun is shining. It's a lovely day. We're still locked down. I hope you all keeping safe as well. But to ease the pain a little bit of what is at the moment a weird world, the world has gone a little bit crazy. So let's bring it down a bit. Let's look at something sort of smaller than what's going on. Let's look at a toy, because I received some Masters of the Universe stuff in the mail today, and one of those things I got was actually something I've never had as a kid. I never had this figure as a kid. I certainly didn't have this figure as a kid because it's a remake of a figure. But you see what I'm saying. I never had a version of this character when I was a kid. Never bought it. So yeah, this is quite nice to have this one. It is Masters of the Universe. Teela, obviously the Filmation version, and she's looking pretty resplendent in her Filmation version right there. Yeah, like I say, never had a version of this character ever in any form. So to have it right now, bit of a treat. So let's take a bit of a closer look at that right now. So here we have Teela in all her glory, and again we see the usual lovely recreation of the Masters of the Universe packaging there, with new at the top and as seen on TV, because these are Filmation versions. And we've got Masters of the Universe with Teela, heroic captain of the Royal Guard, and it's got that lovely stuff of figure twist for a power punch right there in the SUPER7 logo. And Teela, obviously you can see, very Filmation-y, not at all really like her original toy version, which I would like to see original versions of the toy again, but we shall have to wait and see on that one. And then, as always, you've got your depictions on the back of stuff. So let me just get the light out of the way. There we go. So we've got this lovely picture here of Beastman, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, well, sorry, not Man-at-Arms, I tell a lie, Eternian Guards, because that's who, well, she's the captain of the guard, who's under her. And Teela there, ready to take them on with a sword and the shield that she used in the show. Really lovely stuff. And then you've got your usual, what you can buy in the toys. You've got your evil warriors, you've got your good guys, Man-at-Arms, her dad, obviously. And then twists her waist and she swings back with a punch. So yeah, I'm going to have to open this up and obviously just check a few things, because apparently I keep getting told by Mr. Jeremy and Mr. Colin, who I'm friends with, that the feet on this figure are a bit off. So I don't know. We'll have to check that. We'll do so in a minute. Back soon. So here we have Teela. She does stand up. It takes a while. But you will find the stance that she's in. She's leaning, sort of keening a bit this way. Her feet aren't the best. It's a production thing, clearly. It's something that's been put in there by SUPER7. It's something they may have to sort out in the future. But she stands, she's fine. It's not a problem. In the meantime, though, let's have a look at the art card that you get with all these things. That is a really classic Masters of the Universe cartoon Teela pose. Looks really good. Notice Kevin Smith had come in for some criticism earlier on this week, because I think the rumour was that Teela was going to be the main focus of the new one, and he's basically said, well, no, of course she isn't. He-Man's the focus of the new one. She's in there, she's important as she always was, but she's not the focus. Where did you get that idea from? So somebody would have gone, oh, she should be the focus. Look, no, she shouldn't be the focus. It's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's always He-Man. But on the other hand, it's an ensemble show, and every character in it is important. It's not one of those shows where it is all about somebody else. The whole gang is important. And the main three for you know, He-Man side is He-Man, Man-at-Arms and Teela. They are the most important characters in the whole thing. So she's going nowhere, lads, and she's not going to be not important. She's just not going to be the title character. But there you go. Anyway, classic Teela pose. Love it, love it, love it. And again, from toy to tune, this is her
how she sort of evolved. So there's her toy form, as she was with the snake staff and everything, and they got rid of all that for Filmation. This is the original cartoon, the original advert that you can find on YouTube, and there she is as we all know her in the Masters of the Universe show. I just say here that Teela's first animated appearance was an early television commercial for Castle Grayskull. The initial cartoon design was a simplified version of the toy with her snake armour removed. The design was further revised in the television show to refine the style and proportions, and because snake armour would have been difficult to animate, I guess. But there you go. Really nice. Like I say, the Teela figure does stand up, does keen a little bit. Look, it's a pose that is, you know, I'll refine it, I'll get used to it, I'll sort it out. But the toy itself is really, really nice. It feels nice to hold. Like I say, I didn't have this toy or the original version of the toy when I was a kid. However, I did have a friend who did. So I do know the proportions of what she was. And also I've got a vintage Evil Lyn somewhere, so there you go. But yeah, look, that face, there you go, quintessentially Teela. Really nice, actually. Doesn't look too Barbified. Does look like she was in the show. Has the red hair, has the headband. The head does turn 360, not that you'd want it to. She's got the collar, she's got the armour that she used to have, which is really nice, the little dangly, whatever that is, the armbands that she had, and the legs, and it's all in proportion. Her back, I guess. But it does look good. It's just to show that it is all the way, and it looks really nice. And you know, it's been really nicely sculpted as this toy. There's some care being shown. Her hands, they always had this weird kiss my fingers, kiss my wrist, I don't know, kiss my hand sort of pose. I don't know why. Looks like she's snake charming, but clearly not. And then she's got a grippy hand, like they all have a grippy hand. But yeah, her arms go all the way around. She's got the articulations you want. She's actually got more leg articulation than most of the He-Man characters. But again, I'm told it's dodgy, is this leg articulation, so I'm not going to fuck around with it too much, you know. I am, however, going to try and stand her up again, so this will be fun. I think you got to turn one of them around and have her standing on tippy toes on the other. If not, I'll just lean her up. There you go, I'll just lean her up. Not a problem. But she looks really good. Like I say, you will have to mess around with the legs to get to stand up, but you know, there you go. I mean, it gives you something to do with your toy, doesn't it? Gives you an excuse to play with it. She doesn't come with any sort of weird artifacts like a lot of them do, but she does come with a very nice shield, which is very reminiscent of the shield she had in her original toy form. And that does come with a clip there, so I assume you're supposed to put it on this arm, like so, and then push it up to make it a bit steadier, and she holds that very nicely. That doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. And then she gets the sword that she would have had in the Filmation show. Really, really nice, this. I'm really happy with this, absolutely, because it looks exactly like it does in the show, and that's really what you want from this sort of thing. And that obviously she can grip in her other arm, which is a bit tightly closed right now, but it is it's rubbery, so it's not too much of a faff to get it in, although it is when you're trying to do it on camera, because of course it is. Come here, put it down. What I don't want to do is drive it around and break it. There you go. It does go in. Need two hands to do it. Let's see how she stands up now. She doesn't want to, basically, so I'll lean her there. But she does stand up. You just, like I say, needs to take a little bit of time. But she does look good. She looks really good, really nice. And she's going to look really good on the shelf next to all your other Masters figures. And like I say, I'm pumped to have her because I've never had a version of Teela before. She is one of my favourite characters in all of He-Man. Because in the cartoon, she gets probably the most character development. You know, you learn that she's the sorceress's daughter, you learn that she will one day be the sorceress, and this is only in the sort of the first 10 episodes you learn this. It's quite good. She isn't just this shrinking Violet in the background doing whatever He-Man tells her to do. Sometimes she is, but that's, you know, it depends on the situation. 9 times out of 10 she'll say, up yours, I'll do what I want, and does what she wants. So yeah, I really like Teela. She is the epitome of a strong, willful woman, and she's the captain of the guard. She's not just, like I say, some shrinking damsel in distress that always needs saving. She commands men. She is trusted. So yeah, good character, good figure, I recommend this. You can get it for about, I got it for about £20, just over £20 from Kapow Toys. If you go to Kapow, they do have her. So yeah, definitely do that because she is rather awesome. That's it for me today, but I shall be back very soon with something else. Do not worry about that. In the meantime, please do take care of yourselves, take care of each other, don't drink the bleach, and yeah, let's stay in lockdown until we're told otherwise, lads and lasses, obviously. Bye bye for now.